Hello and welcome to the first ever Most Fun Wins Challenge. We're here at Oak Park Disc Golf Course. I'm with my friend, Corona. Team DGA member Barrett Houchen, and we're gonna play a one disc plus a putter. We each get to choose a disc, and we're gonna have our regular putting putter, and we're going to play 18 holes here at Oak Park and see who comes out on top. I spoke to the GM of DGA last night, Scott Kesey. And for the Most Fun Wins series, if we do end up making more of these, so hit the like button. The first one of us to get an ace on camera gets a brand new Mach 5 basket.
That was a lot on the line.
Yeah, this is not just like hanging out. Like, this is some serious.
This is cutthroat.
You got to really like throw some good shots. So, tell me what you've chosen here. You got your two discs.
I putt with the breaker, so D-line breaker, and then I'm throwing the Pro Line Flex breaker.
You know, you can have a putter for putting, and you could have any other disc.
Correct.
In the whole DGA line, and you've chosen two breakers.
Breaker season, I mean.
I'm gonna putt with a steady BL, and I'm trying to decide between the Pro Line Undertow and the SP Rogue. So let me know in the comments what you think I should use. I'll wait. SP Rogue. Okay, all right, sounds good. That's what I'll be using.
So we're playing all the easy holes. Doesn't necessarily mean short. Some are going to be long, just whatever we're feeling. OB and Mandos are in play on some of the holes that have them. If you lose your driving putter, you have to drive.
Well, I'm not using a putter.
If you have skill and you're using a driving putter, if you lose that, then you have to throw with your putting putter, which is where strategy comes in, because obviously I'm going to lose this. In the future, we're going to do more of these challenges, and you can't use the same driving disc twice. So after this,
your breaker's out of the bag.
It's gonzo, yeah.
And I can't use the Rogue after this.
Correct.
And not just plastic line, like the whole mold.
Correct.
Wow, okay. Heads. All right, I'll go first. This is a really straight SP Rogue, so that's why I chose it for today. It's super fast, it's got a good amount of glide, but it's not too overstable, so I think I'll be able to work Anheisers and hyzer shots. This first hole is in the gap between those two pine trees, and so I actually will need to put a little Anheuser on it to get the ace and win the Mach 5, which is what I plan to do right off the bat. Well, when I say put some Anheuser on it, that's the part that I left out. Other than that, great shot.
I chose the Pro Line Flex breaker, just straight. I can put on any angle and it's going to follow that. It handles winds pretty well. It's kind of breezy today. And I'm actually going to execute the Anheuser angle, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
A little outside. We can mix it up, but let's
do stroke play for the first one.
Yeah.
And see how close. I guess we'll see how close it is.
Yeah.
And if one of us wins by 6 strokes, you know, we might do match play on the next one.
Okay, when I win by 6 strokes, we'll do match play.
When you win by 6 strokes, we'll do match play on the next one. Woo! That was actually a little outside. All right, no blood. The first 5 holes at Oak Park are pretty short. So I'm hoping to be able to keep up with Barrett since I have a high-speed driver. I'm gonna have to put some touch on this one because this hole is like maybe 200 feet from here. Get it.
Oh man, are you serious?
That's funny. You almost saw that Mach 5 slip away from your grasp. Let's see what kind of putt you have. Ooh.
First straddle of the day. Oh no! New rule, anything outside of circle 2, you got to use your approach disc. So
we've just made the line circle 2 for where you switch to your putter.
Yeah. And Tyler's going to be approaching with a rogue today, so.
Yeah, that hurts. Concede that for me.
Oh, you
Oh,
got it.
dang. Okay, this hole is about 200 feet, and there's a right to left wind, so I'm gonna touch down on this SP Rogue and put it on an angle on the ground since there's no grass out here. Hopefully get a big flare skip towards the basket and maybe a birdie. There's also several other birds on the fairway, so one way or another, I'm getting a bird.
That's parked.
That was not at all what I planned.
I usually just try to throw this breaker. This is my usual play. Just slight hyzer and just slightly left of that tree right there and just let it slowly fade into the basket.
Into the basket.
Into the basket. Pretty traditional. Except when that happens.
Okay, Barrett's got some shrub in his way.
Oh, boy.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
And this is what we call a good miss. So hole 5 is actually a really big dog leg left. So the shot that I wanted to execute on the last hole, it would be great to actually do that on this hole with a big flare skip. So Barrett is going for the local route, which is about a 8-foot window right in between those two trunks. What's your, I mean, like an up and down from here would be absolutely miraculous, especially with a breaker.
Correct.
What's your thought?
There isn't anything over here. I was thinking maybe I could lay down a flip, but I'm probably just gonna have to do a patent pending. And I never throw those, so we'll see. No time better to try something new out than when a couple thousand or million people are gonna watch this.
Oh. I think it's going to come down right about there.
Easy up and down for both.
Get it.
Try it.
Think about that 2-stroke swing you could get on me. Another one.
That would make it 5.
Yep.
I might need it.
All that's on the line. Okay. Tyler, after 5 holes, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are somehow I'm 5 strokes ahead after 5 holes, and I don't think either one of us saw that coming. So I'm trying not to think about that because I will throw it straight into the pond and just remind myself that I am #blessed to have this opportunity. And I want to thank you, the subscribers, and my fans at home, and my mom who literally just texted me. That's really funny. Thanks, Mom. Vacation in July. Mom, shut up. I'm on TV. How are you mentally overcoming the deficit at this point? What are your thoughts?
I'm not. We still have 13 holes.
Mm-hmm.
Camera jitters are a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can't lie about that.
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta buckle down for the long run.
Buckle down. You got this.
Yeah, I'll take that CTP.
I wish I could throw my fairway driver as long as you threw your putter. That'd be nice. Uh-oh.
Shipping away.
Still me. Okay, we're gonna do that thing.
Okay, hole 7. It's kind of weird right to left, and then right again. Basket's tucked back away in those trees. Usual place to do a flex forehand. That's how you get to the pin. I have a terrible forehand, and this is a putter, so I'll just send it, hope for the best, gotta please the crowd. There's a mandatory telephone pole. You can see it there with the little M, just so you can't do the big hyzer over the top.
And the road's OB.
The road's OB. Well, I sent it, that's for sure.
Might have a long putt.
So I'm gonna play for the 2 with the flex forehand, but it's a little bit of a risky play here because I'm not great. And there's out of bounds and a mando in play and trees, so could be another swing here.
Dude. We don't know where Tyler's disc is. I got some tree love. I'm right there. I'm making strokes back. Oh, you're like 20
Oh,
out.
I'm right there. So 275-foot hole. Dude, that was nuts.
First
That
time I
is-
ever tried that.
Those are, either one of these would be the best drive I've ever thrown on this hole, and you did it with a putter.
Dang it.
Putt hard, make the comebacker.
Oh yeah, I'm still out.
Oh my gosh, the Birdogi. Oh!
Oh boy.
Hey, Barrett, $50. Let's refilm this scene. Don't tell anybody, okay?
I'll just do it for 20, heck.
What highlights or contrasts those putts is how we were talking about how amazing we were after those drives.
Nothing's ever a given in disc golf. Hole 8, about 320-ish. Street plays OB. The sidewalk, it's just there. There's not a river or anything. So basically, street's the only OB you got to worry about.
So what's your play here with the breaker?
Well, it's a bit of a tailwind. This is a pretty stable one. So I'm going to try to pop it as flat as possible, out to the right a bit, and just let it right up to the basket. Oh, it's pretty good.
It's long.
I'm gonna have to put some ante on it to keep it from fading out into the street. Oh no! Oh, bite! 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 Oh!
It's a little OB.
Ouch! The real question is, am I in circle 2?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I can actually use the putter.
Mm-hmm.
That's big. This could be a big moment. Oh, no, 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 no.
You could get 2 of those 3 strokes back right here.
That's also what happened on the last hole, and I saw it happen.
That's true. So maybe lay up. There it's about 40 feet away, I'd say. Oh, snap. What happened?
I ran it.
Big tailwind kicked up right before you putted. Just lay up, Barrett. Stop the bleeding.
I'm never.
Are we ever going to be able to show this video to friends and family?
Can you blur my face out the whole time? Just gonna.
Remember when I thought I was going to get a stroke on you?
So how many strokes was that? You were 1 to the birdie putt, 2 off the ledge, 3 long. I said lay up, 4 back here,
Is that a triple bogey?
5 off the cage, and 6 in. So yeah, sadly,
I need to lay up more.
triple. It was a 2-stroke swing, just not the way we thought.
It's actually a pretty good spot. All right, this hole's a par 4. Barrett's got a couple long bombs with the breaker. There's number 1.
Hey, good kick.
Nice.
Tree love.
Honestly, since the road is out of bounds and the basket is on a hill, I was thinking about taking this inside gap with a sidearm, but with the tailwind, I think there's a chance I could go a B. So I'm just gonna play for par out wide and hopefully put it to 40, 50 feet and have a putt.
So you'd be throwing a breaker from here normally, you think?
Yeah, just an easy up shot.
About 150, 180 or something?
I'm outside circle too, which means I can't putt this. I have to use my rogue. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go for it because, no, I'll go for it. If I go for it, it's coming in with a nice spike and it should sit down.
Tyler! Oh my god! I'm in my head.
Nice putt.
Oh!
The road is out of bounds on the left and the basket's only like 20 feet from the road. So I don't think I'm gonna try and flex for the birdie here. I think I'm gonna just play a sidearm and again, maybe have a 50-foot putt if I'm lucky. Oh no! I went out of bounds with the safe play.
Tailwind's kind of scary about it, so I gotta really commit to the angle. And I didn't commit.
Oh no, get the tree.
Nah, it's fine. Well, as we've seen, this is no guarantee for us.
Little headwind. Put it in.
Along 15 feet.
It's a new day, a new era in our putting.
Okay, so the side, wow, look. We got some farmer's aloe.
You really just went and picked that up?
Oh yeah, Corona.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a bummer. Well, it's been nice knowing all you guys. The sidewalk is out of bounds all the way down, and the basket's on the side of a hill, so I'm gonna go out of bounds with a backhand and just trust this thing to fight back in. Oh, but not that high. Get some love. It's loved. Oh, shoot!
You might
And
as,
that's like,
yeah, or you could re-tee.
right, because I'll be throwing from like 10 feet up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll re-tee.
I'm just gonna throw a hyzer, see what happens.
Yep.
We're both re-tee. Should we just do putters? Or no?
Yeah, I like that. So on this hole, since we both are so bad and would have to re-tee, would have to go get them and then come back and re-tee, we're just going to throw our putters for our third shots off the tee. Oh, talk about touch. Tyler.
That's fine. Everything's fine.
You okay?
I don't think I was anticipating the possibility of losing my putting putter. So that kind of changes things.
He ran it. See if he pays the penalty.
That was a layup, honestly.
From here on out, I'll be marking with my phone. Because I don't have another disc.
And it.
Putting with a putter, because
Because you have two. All right, here we go. I would say things are heating up, but they're pretty cold.
That's gonna be close to the out of bounds.
I'm safe. Just barely. All right, put it in.
Okay.
The river.
OB sidewalk on the right. Really the ideal play is a flick, but there's a strong headwind and I have a putter. So I'm probably just gonna play for bogey, honestly. I do not want to lose this disc.
Well, if you get a bogey, you're gonna get 2 strokes on me.
That's fine.
Beautiful.
Oh no! I'll be back.
Okay.
You can move all the way up to my drive.
What a beamer.
All right, so we're gonna throw it in for par now.
Is that hard? Nice.
Uphill, headwind.
Good thinking putt with an 11 speed and a headwind. It's
Yeah, exactly.
smart.
It's kind of cut through the wind. Ah!
Nice par to my double.
About
This-
what, 360?
Yeah, mid threes, and it curves to the right. You can go under those branches straight at it, but Barrett's got a putter, so you're probably gonna try and go out and around.
Yeah. Oh, it just helped.
That's a par.
I usually I flick a rogue and then I usually putt with a rogue on this one, so this is great because this works into my natural game plan. I'm thinking maybe we'll just leave this video as unlisted and not put it on Facebook because, you know, people are mean on Facebook. And guys, camera jitters are real. Even if it's just you and Barrett and a camera. Like, it's just the camera, the jitters are there.
Barrett's got a pretty stiff left to right, which with his hyzer putt's going to be pushing the breaker down. Let's see if he compensates here. Ooh, good bid.
Allow me.
Gentlemen.
Okay, so we got 4 holes left. I've got 4 strokes to play with. But the second that I lose this disc, it's just over. So I think I'm going to be playing for bogey on this hole just to guarantee that I don't lose this disc. You know, that's the mind of a champion.
Been better off jump putting.
I'm playing for double bogey on this hole because I got strokes to give up.
Okay. Sit.
That was good.
I lost it, but it's only like a foot deep, so I'll get it back later. But now we have a D-line breaker. Cool.
Oh no, don't roll. Don't roll.
Big roll. Oh.
So it's turned into a 1-disc challenge. I've got 3 strokes on you with 3 holes left to play. How does the D breaker compare to the Pro Line breaker that you were using?
So D-breaker, out of the box, it's gonna be pretty dang stable, but literally only 2 or 3 tree kicks, and then it's just gonna be a slight flip up disc, and it's just gonna go dead straight for you. It's really controllable and I love it.
We got a little headwind here, so what's your play?
Usually I go hyzer over the top. I could just try that, but I might go down the gut and just laser it. But
So what's your play?
I don't know. I'll go big hyzer, I guess.
Oh man.
Ooh, okay, never mind. I'm
Yeah,
going
I was
down the
gonna
gut.
say with that wind, I'm like, don't do it. Wow. Oh no.
That's it.
It's a par.
Yeah.
You're in jail. Put it in. Yes.
Last thing I want is to end up in the trees over there, so I'm just gonna put this on a whole bunch of hyzer, let it flip up and go dead straight.
And it dropped. That's there. You can see it's a
Luscious hair
windsock.
flowing.
All right, Barrett's got a circle's edge, uphill, tailwind. Good play, he wanted it. Whoa, it's stuck. All right, last hole. There's a 3-stroke swing, 3-stroke deficit. So are you gunning for the ace, I guess?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's right there in front of us, like 250 feet, 250 feet.
Yeah,
so.
280.
280? It's 500, and I'm gonna get there with a putter.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Barrett has lost both of his discs, so he is disqualified. Disc qualified. So if I lose my disc, I will be 2. And then what have we done? So I'm gonna try and keep it on the land the whole way, just to guarantee that I win. So I'm gonna go up and around. You ready for this?
Yes.
Can you cue some music, please? Let's go! I probably lost by 5 or 6 strokes, but I did win because Barrett was disqualified. So that's first challenge goes to Tyler. Although I feel like neither one of us really won this first one. Would you say that's accurate?
Today was a big loss on both ends.
It's kind of a big loss, but most fun wins. And I did have fun playing with you, and I think I had slightly more or less fun than you did.
Okay, that was fun. The first ever Most Fun Wins challenge. Nope.
Corona.
We checked U-Disc. We both average about a half a stroke under par here, which we both shot like almost 10 over today. How many strokes did camera jitters add? How many did the one disc add? How many did the wind add?
Camera jitters made me get in my head, so you know, putting's just gonna be off there. The wind is bad, especially if you're only throwing putters. And what was the third thing?
Third thing is you're overweight. So how much did that add to the
You know,
5 or 6 strokes?
it really just probably would have been 18 down if I wasn't overweight. So.
Yeah. We're gonna do another one of these. What do you think the goal would be next time, knowing that we each shot like almost double digits over? What's the goal?
Get par. Just
Par.
get par, yeah.
Par's the goal. We were looking good for par through the first 5 or 6 holes, and then it stuff happened. I was pretty happy with the SP Rogue as my disc choice. It was a little bit overstable in some situations, but pretty workable everywhere. So it's a great fairway driver for being able to work Anheuser, and even being able to flick it into a headwind a couple times. It still held up pretty good. So I think I can't blame any strokes on my disc selection except for maybe some of the putts.
For me, the breaker, every time I'm just surprised at how straight it can be. Anything out past 300, it's going to be straight. It's not going to turn. Like on hole 14, I thought it was going to turn over in that headwind, but it just held straight. And the D-line plus the premium plastic, it's like a good array of shots you can have with just that disc.
Now you're gonna go get them back?
Yes, I am.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We're gonna do more of these videos, and go to discgolf.com if you wanna pick up a breaker or a SP Rogue. See you next time.